All right, guys, if you are watching this, chances are you are coming here because you want to know how can I lose weight faster and can I prevent gaining all the weight back. But before we go forward, I want to make sure we set some realistic expectations on how fast you should be losing weight. The reality is that if you're losing weight really fast, I'm talking anywhere more than 5 pounds a week, you're probably losing weight too fast. There's a certain speed at which you want to make sure you're losing weight so that you don't gain the weight back, because as fast as you get, it's going to be that much harder to maintain the weight that you lost. So I just want to set that clear. Now, for those of you that are trying to lose weight between 1 to 2 pounds, 2.5 at max, I'm talking to you. And the reality is that you are probably coming here and have tried many diets before in the past. Statistically speaking, on average, a person will attempt a diet 6 times a year. So I'm sure you've tried keto, you tried intermittent fasting, you've tried whatever you can probably possibly think of. And for some reason, you're here and you want to make sure that you're doing things right and you want to make sure you're actually losing weight properly. Now, the reality is that all those diets that I just mentioned, they all work. And weight loss, when it's working, should be like turning on a switch. Like fat loss should happen the minute that you begin a dieting process. And if it's not, that's some cause for concern. And you should be asking yourself, why am I not seeing results if I'm putting in all the work? And it can be super frustrating. I myself have dealt with this in my past when trying to lose weight, thinking I'm doing everything possible, doing all the cardio, cutting out all the carbs, and still not seeing the results that I want. Here's some more crazy stats for you guys, okay? 70% of people will start a diet and never actually accomplish their goal. Now, if you're losing weight, stick around because the second statistic is just as scary. Out of the 30% of people who end up getting the result, 80% of those people will end up getting all the weight back. Why is that? That's a huge concern. Why is weight loss so hard? Yet today, we have so many different types of dieting protocols. We have the keto, we have paleo, we have Whole30. There's an endless amount of ideas. I'm seeing something done right now too called the egg fast. I don't even want to get into that. But the reality is that there's more and more people coming out with more and more ways, but people are neglecting the reality of your metabolism. This to me is the reality in which is going to unlock your ability to lose weight, lose it faster, and lose it a lot easier. Because when your metabolism is in a right place, it is like flipping on a switch. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story, okay? I had a client of mine who, when I first met her, she was working out 7 days a week. She was doing everything possible. She was doing cardio. She was doing a lot of high interval training. And she was cutting her calories down to 1,200. She was also doing intermittent fasting and limiting her carbs. So low carb, intermittent fasting, 1,200 calories. And she was working out 7 days a week. And she was not seeing any results. How is that even possible, right? Like, how is someone who's doing all the work possible not seeing the results that they want to be seeing? And maybe you're in a similar situation, or maybe your results are slowing down, or maybe you're like, what the heck? I do not want that to happen to me. She was at a really low point, and that's when I met her. So what did we do to get her to eventually get to where she wants to go? We increased calories. We reduced the amount of working out she was doing, all in an effort to reduce stress and improve her metabolism. She eventually went from eating 1,200 calories to eating 2,200 calories, and she did not gain any weight through that process. She eventually went from weighing 140 to 118. This is the reality for a lot of people. And if you can actually master your metabolism and understand what's going on there, you will be able to lose weight a lot easier and a lot faster. It's not about doing the most possible and avoiding all the food to get the result. It's about doing as little as possible to get the most results. But in order to do so, your metabolism needs to be in a good place. So really quick, I want to talk about what metabolism is, because I think a lot of people might have some misunderstandings of what it is. At its most simplest definition, your metabolism is the amount of calories that your body burns all day. It's how it utilizes energy to survive. Now, here's some more in-depth stuff, okay? 60% of your metabolism is the amount of muscle you have on your body and the functioning of your heart, your lungs, and your hormones. 60% of the calories you burn all day is to do that. Okay, that's already more than half. 30% of your metabolism, of the amount of calories you burn all day, is from all the movement that you do, all the walking you do at work, all the chores that you do, showering, doing the dishes, walking, anything that's not exercise or focused exercise is 30%. Take a step back and realize this is already 90% of the calories that you burn all day. 90%. We haven't even talked about exercise yet. The last 10% is divided into two categories. 5% is calories that your body burns to break down the food that you eat. So when we eat certain foods, when we eat any food, we also burn calories to break it down and make it usable. The last 5% is exercise. So as you can see, a lot of people already are probably approaching this thing upside down. They're thinking, I'm going to go and burn a bunch of calories to make myself lose weight. Exercise is only 5% of the equation. It's only 5% of the calories your body burns all day. And here's the crazy part too. If the exercise you are doing is burning a lot of calories, your body adapts to that exercise by burning less of it over time. Your body doesn't just keep burning the same amount, it gets better. Our body adapts to everything that we do. And the way it adapts to an exercise selection that makes us burn a lot of calories, it adapts by burning less and becoming more efficient with the calories that you have. So your exercise and training should be focused on stimulating your body to build more muscle, because your muscle is 60% of the equation, much larger. So with that understanding of what metabolism is, okay, I think we're already getting some light bulbs there, because that should make you approach your training a different way. You shouldn't be focusing on cardio, or you shouldn't be focusing on what's going to make me burn the most calories. You should be focusing on what's going to ramp up my metabolism. Now, we can't get too far into that yet. We will get into training in future trainings. But what I want to focus in on right now is I want you to have awareness around your metabolism. Is your metabolism fast or is it slow right now? And there are some hints. Okay. A person who has a slow metabolism has probably dieted many times in the past. The more times you diet, the slower your metabolism gets. Here's a crazy reality for you. Your body doesn't give a crap about you wanting to lose weight. It cares about surviving. That's all it cares about. And when we cut out calories out of our body, when we start eating less, that is a stress on the body. Your body over time slowly starts to wonder, is there something going wrong? Why is my human being no longer eating the same amount of calories it was before? And then it starts to say, okay, I think everything's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of some fat. I'm going to get rid of some fat just in case. But if we cut calories too long, or we cut calories too much, our body eventually starts saying, okay, something's really wrong here. Something is really messed up. My human being no longer has the access to food like it did in the past. And I need to make sure my human survives. So I'm going to preserve energy. I am going to slow down my metabolism. I'm going to make sure my body isn't burning as many calories at rest to ensure that I can survive. By the way, I need my fat on my body because my fat helps regulate my temperature on my body. It also helps maintain the function of my hormones. So if I need to maintain the energy, I need to make sure I keep fat so I can keep more insulation, so I can keep more energy within me. So I'm going to hold on to fat for now, and I'm going to get rid of the most expensive thing on my body, expensive in terms of calories. And what is that? It's the 60%. It's the muscle. It's the function of your heart. It's the function of your reproductive organs. It's all of those things. It's the reason why when we've been dieting for too long, we lose muscle. Our heart rate slows down, so we burn less calories. Without even thinking, our body starts to tell ourselves to feel more lazy, so we walk less. That's the 30%. And the other thing is that we start to feel low energy. We start to no longer prioritize reproduction. So our libido goes down, our relationships suffer, our energy at work suffers. Everything slowly starts falling apart and you're questioning your existence and you want to lose weight and you're wondering, why the heck can I lose weight? Why am I stuck? I'm doing everything possible. The scale isn't going down. And it's because you're doing too much. The harder you push, the harder it gets to lose weight. Weight loss should be, again, like turning on a switch. And if it's not like turning on a switch, it's probably because your metabolism is slowed down. Back to the statistic I said earlier. On average, a person is going to attempt a diet 6 times. That's 6 separate times that you decided to cut calories. Keto, intermittent fasting, low fat, vegan, whatever. You cut calories regardless. And if you have never done anything in response to that stress that you put on your body to recover from that stress and restore your metabolism, chances are your metabolism is still not in a good place. Just to make things even worse, what happens to your body when eventually you give up? When you decide, I've been cutting calories, I've been doing all the cardio, I've been doing all the work possible to lose weight, to cut calories, your body is scared, your metabolism is slowed down, and eventually you give up because you're no longer seeing results, your relationships are suffering, everything is super hard. And you know what? You go out one weekend with your friends, you have a drink, one drink turns into 2, then you have a whole pizza, a tub of ice cream, and your body is grateful. Your body is so grateful. Finally, my human being has extra calories. It's been so long. And just in case that my human being decides, or excuse me, just in case there's another pandemic or another plague and another food shortage, I'm going to make sure my human being is ready and prepared for the next one. So guess what? Your body is going to take those extra calories and it's going to store it as fat to be prepared for the next time around that there is another food shortage. This is why dieting extensive amounts without awareness around your metabolism gets you fatter. It's the reason why when you've dieted for so long and you've seen results, that just an extra amount of carbs seems to turn into more weight gain, just like that. Where is your metabolism? That's the question you should be answering. How much on fire is your metabolism? And if you don't have awareness around your metabolism before attempting a fat loss process, before trying to lose weight, you are asking for problems. And chances are, considering the high stress state that we live in a Western society, we have a lot of stress. And the more stress that is in our lives, the lower your metabolism is. Not addressing your metabolism and not being aware of your metabolism before beginning a fat loss process is like buying a car off of Craigslist, a used car, but without a car report. Like, I don't need to know the car facts. Just give me what you got. I don't care. Give me the car. And I'm going to drive this thing across the country. I'm going to try to go from California to New York. That's what doing a diet is without being aware of your metabolism. You probably won't even get to New York. And if you do get there, your car will probably be broken down. You may not even survive. Not to mention, when we drive the way most of us drive in terms of diets, we drive crazy. We step on the gas like hella hard. We push it. We turn left. We turn right. We steer. We like swerve. We hurt ourselves and risk injury. We damage our metabolism even further. We get ourselves stuck in a hole and we wonder, why can't I lose weight? It's because your engine is not operating as efficiently as it can be. Weight loss doesn't have to be hard. Weight loss is easy when our metabolism is in the right place. Now, if you have a proper metabolism, what is that like? That's like driving a Tesla smoothly across the country, a brand new Tesla. You stop every once in a while, you're chilling, you're listening to good music. The journey itself takes some time still, right? Going from California to New York, but it's a lot smoother. You enjoy the scenery. You're not worried about your car breaking down. You're able to stop every once in a while and have a good meal with your family and friends. And you get there a lot smoother and happy. And when you get to New York, you're not completely burnt out. You can then enjoy New York. You can then enjoy your vacation, have a good time, and make your way safely back so that your car doesn't break down. And you can look back at the whole thing like a positive memory You've lost weight, you're happy, there's balance in your life, your hormones aren't messed up, your metabolism isn't messed up, and you have awareness and you have the food that you want to be eating. Okay, I hope I honed this in super hard. Like, metabolism is super important. And when everything is working, when you go into a dieting process, it should be like turning on a switch. You won't need to avoid the food that you love. You won't need to do endless amounts of cardio. You won't need to restrict yourself to only 1,200 calories. You won't feel like adding in any more amount of calories is going to turn into more weight gain. Unlocking the metabolism is key. Now, what I want to do for you guys and what I want you guys to take away from this is that it starts with being aware around your metabolism. Where's your metabolism at? And how can you ensure that it's in a good place before beginning a weight loss process? Or maybe you're someone who's lost a lot of weight and you need your metabolism to get back up to speed. If that's the case, I created a free metabolism assessment. It's a questionnaire that will give you a score in regards to how high or how slow your metabolism is. Once you know how your engine is running, you can then proceed with the right strategy to make sure that you lose the weight and or get your metabolism ramped back up without gaining the weight back. So if you're watching this, or if you guys are here, those that are here listening to this, want this, I will be posting this inside of the Metabolism Mastery group inside of Facebook. You will be able to take the questionnaire, get a score. I will give you the score and I will give you the next steps on what you need to do to get your metabolism ramped back up to speed so that you can then lose weight, eating the foods you love, making it a lot easier, and being efficient, because time is of the essence, right? Our life should not be spent feeling down about the way we look or how we feel, with low energy, with low libido. We should be maximizing our relationships, maximizing our life, and feeling at our peak confidence so that we can go out and live the life that we want. So it starts with metabolism. So if you guys want that, I'm going to go ahead and post that in the group. And if you guys don't have access to that, please message me. Go ahead and message me if you're watching a recording of this training. And I will make sure to get that to you as soon as possible. And I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. I will get you the resources that you need, access to the group, and the assessment. So guys, I hope this was super helpful. We'll talk soon. And I hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.